Today we're cooking an octopus. Octopus might look a bit scary, but really, he doesn't have a mean bone in his body. I have a 5-pounder here. You want to ask your fishmonger to clean out his head and remove the beak, which was located right underneath the head. Bring a large pot of water to a boil and salt it to taste. Pick the octopus up by the head and put him in the pot tentacles first. Keep the pot uncovered during the entire cooking time, since a covered pot eventually starts to bubble. If any scum forms on the surface of the water, skim it off. If you see bubbles breaking the surface of the water, lower the heat further. You want to cook your octopus around 190 Fahrenheit, just below a simmer. We'll start testing for doneness after an hour and a half. Surprisingly, with octopus, it's always better to overcook than to undercook. At some point during cooking, he might decide to float up. Flip him over and cover with a plate. You want the plate to be smaller than the diameter of the pot so that steam can escape and the water doesn't get above 190. Let's stick a fork into the thickest part of the tentacles to see how tender our 8-legged friend is. The texture should be similar to a cooked chicken breast. To be on the safe side, I like to take a little piece from the thickest part and eat it. Perfect. Now we need to cool him and clean him. I usually let him cool off in the fridge overnight before I clean and serve, but you can just wait until he is cool enough to handle. Cut the head off. We'll get to it later. Separate all the legs. Almost all octopus that you buy in the US was previously frozen, which makes the outside layer extremely gelatinous and slimy. Before you use the octopus in your dish, take each leg and scrape off all this slime. You can peel it off with your fingers or the back of a paring knife. I like to make a shallow incision along the suction cups and then rip the stuff off. Frequently, I get hammered on YouTube for using unappetizing terminology in cooking videos. If anyone has an appetizing term for octopus slime, please let me know. Ask any restaurant cook and they'll tell you that the path to deliciousness is often lined with unsightly gore. But don't let that put you off. Underneath all this slime is a succulent and tender octopus. To clean the head, peel the gelatinous layer off. Cut the head in half, wipe it out, and it's ready to use. Its best application is chopped up small for a salad. I have some potatoes and peppers that I've roasted in a cast iron skillet here. Let's remove them and add our octopus legs. Turn them to coat in oil and pop under the broiler for 2 to 3 minutes per side, just until they warm through and develop a hint of color. Here they are, nice and sizzly. Octopus doesn't brown easily, so don't ruin its texture trying to give it serious color. Let's add our veggies and dress this warm salad. Nothing goes better with octopus and potatoes than pimentón, Spanish smoked paprika. I mixed it here with some lemon juice, mashed garlic, olive oil, and salt. Toss all this yumminess with the octopus and it's ready to serve. That wasn't so scary, was it? For more slightly scary but delicious cooking techniques, don't forget to subscribe to Helen's Kitchen channel. And if you're ever in the Boston area, maybe I'll see you in one of my classes.